Oh, okay, so right, I forgot where Oleg was years ago. I remember the address. It's 81CA. It's a ranch. I knew that, but I just forgot the freaking address, like a waypoint. So let me just see. Um, I'll need to use my camera for this though. So there's Oleg. Now, this, but I'm not going to load him because he's hard to fly and control. Where's my FG assistant? Oh, that's the one. Right, I want that one. And I want to start. Where are we? Oh dear me, where's the freaking address on here? I've forgotten now. Location. I don't know how to start at K-Jacks right now. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's right. Oh, damn it! Where is it? Forgotten where it is. Oh, hang on. Location. It must be under. Oh, damn it! I can't think. Is it under this? Ah, right. That's the one. I want my search box. So, 81 CA. Right. That's it. That's the ranch where he actually came out. So, all right. He's gonna have to cash in the scenery. So, I wanted to see how it's changed because if you remember in the first episode, the very first episode, he was taxiing up this mountain onto the peak, and he was looking at the sunset or sunrise. I can't remember now if it was sunset or sunrise, but it might have been the sunset. All right, let's go and have a look. Let me just check. Let me set this up right first. I want window capture on. Not that one. I want this one. Right. Oh, why is it such a tiny freaking window? What the hell have I done here? Oh, I'm still on screen capture, aren't I? Oops. Right. Why is it tiny? Shouldn't be tiny. Hang on. Well, that'll have to do. Alright, let's go and have a look around a bit. A bit of fun. I want to check the scenery out and stuff, you know. Just have a quick look around. Sorry about the window size, it's very tiny, but yeah. Oh, I see why. It's because I haven't maximised that. That should be better. Maybe. So, we're at this ranch. I'm trying to get my remote control. Oh, I'm in pause mode. Oops. That was a bit kooky. I want to go. I don't want to be flying. I'm trying to stop. Let me stabilize my controls. Oh, it looks cool. The scenery is so much better. My camera tends to get a little bit erratic, so I'm going to lock it to heading bug. A minute while it stabilizes. So I think we're at sunrise actually. The series definitely looks a lot better than it did back in, what was it, 2010 or something? Oh, no, it's 2007 or 2008, I think it was. No, it's 2007. It was the year my dad passed away. So let's see. Alright, I'm just letting it stabilise a minute. It just zeroes out all the offsets, you see. Right, let's turn this autopilot thing off again so that I can control it. Now I should be zeroed out, and I didn't want to do that. Wrong button. So I'm gonna pan around. Oh yeah, cool. Right, there's the hill. There's the mountain. There's where he went up that hill. It's right over there. So if I can stop it from wobbling about, I need it to go up the hill. Let's see. So if I pull back a bit. I did have an AI version of him up there actually at one point. There's a few more trees. I need to climb a bit. There's a few more trees around. Looking for the sunrise. There it is. I might have been on the other side. Now I've got some instability in my controls here. There's the sunrise. Flightgear sunrise, I think it's awesome. So if I nose down, which is that, and I pull, if I can reverse out, oh, I'm not pushing my button in. I can redo that scene where that music was playing. The one from Star Wars. Yeah, I've got some instability with my controls here. Let me just lock my... What heading am I on? I want to be on... What heading? 62. So I want to stabilize things. So I put a heading of 62 and lock that on. It should stabilize me. Put my pitch hole back to 0. Turn off the hood. There we go. That's a cool view. So if I press this and press this, I should be able to reverse. Ah, my button's not going in. Why is it going forwards? There we go. I have dirty controls. So I'm picking up some strange sounds from down there. That is the mountain he was climbing. In the first episode. I just love the scenery here, it's cool. Yeah, still got some problems with these. We have to spray these controls at some point. I'll turn off my autopilot lock thing again. I'll leave the pitch hold on though. I should be able to just pan around now. Yeah, that's better. So I love the scenery. I think if I press, is it F10? Yeah, I can get rid of that menu at the top. And I think it's spacebar to get rid of that. Now look at that. That's better. Much better view. So at some point I will do another flight with Flightgear, but as I say, my computer's having problems right now. It's dying. I'm waiting for a new motherboard. It should arrive next Tuesday. So I was originally going to take my other computer apart, take the motherboard out, and put the new motherboard in. But if I do that, it means that I've got no computer for the internet, right? So I thought, well, even though this one's dying, why don't I just build another computer? Because I've got another power supply. Because I have another case. So let's just build everything into the other computer, because that way, all I have to do is, if it's my graphics card that's failing, all I have to do is take the graphics card out of my computer I'm using right now, stick it in the other computer which I build, then I can finally determine if it's a graphics card, because if it's a completely separate machine, different motherboard, different memory, different power supply, everything's different except for one thing, the graphics card. And if it does the same thing again, I'll know it's a graphics card, you see. Whereas if I start taking this thing apart, it's going to be a little bit difficult to track down the problem, you know what I mean? Because you start changing one or two things and then you get confused. So anyway, that's what I'm going to try and do. I can do it, it's just there's one or two little things I have to get extra. That's the problem. I've ordered another heatsink and fan. I already have a fan actually. I actually ordered a new fan for this machine a few years back, but it turned out that I was able to fix my other fan because it was just the bearings that needed lubricating, and it's been fine ever since. So I've got another heatsink and fan coming. The stock one. And the only other thing would be having to put a SATA hard drive into the other machine. So I'm looking. Oh, here we go. We've got the twirly bill. Is what I go. Yeah, there's some my sticks are a bit mucky or something. Hang on, I can do this while I've got the lock on. Let me just wiggle it to clean it, because it's still locked on that with the autopilot. Not quite sure where it wants to drift around so much. I just don't know. Hang on. F10. Just put that back on again. So anyway, we're gonna get the bits, and I'll start building it. I should be able to do a simple test though. If I boot this on Linux, I should be able to boot up a DVD without a hard drive, you know what I mean? To do some basic tests on it. So anyway, I thought I'd just tell you about that. I made a bunch of videos all about this, right? So you'll have to go and check them out. They're the videos that I've done recently in the last few days. I'll try and put a link at some point on the end screen to this, because it takes a while for the live stream to finish encoding on YouTube, and I can't put an end screen on this video until it's finished encoding on YouTube, which is annoying because I've got to wait sometimes a whole frigging day before I can put an end screen pop-up video, you know, as in what's next, you know what I mean? I watched this next video or something. I can't do that until it's finished encoding because it's not rendered properly. Anyway, I thought, well, rather than me waffle and just boy with my face, I thought I'd just do this while at the same time kill two birds with one stone, because I was curious what the scenery was going to be like. And it looks cool. So let's just cruise around a bit. Let's cruise around a bit. I forgot something, didn't I? I forgot something. Where's that noise coming from? I'll take that off as well. There seems to be some strange noise around here. I'm going to fly around here a bit with my camera. Seems to be something around here making a noise. It's like wind. It's gone now. That was weird. That's very strange. I'm going to smack it to the mountain in a minute. Back again. I really love what they've done with the scenery around here. It's like, it looks quite real. It's like a desert terrain. I'll definitely have to come back here and do some more coasting and scenery, whatever. It's looks pretty cool. There's no cows or sheep or anything or any animals around, but you know what? I'm so happy I went over to Linux, because when I used to run Flightgear back in the 2007, 2008, it was laggy. It was terrible. Everyone used to say to me, how come your Flightgear ain't lagging? Even though it was lagging, right? What I didn't tell them at the time was I edited all that out, right? And also I buffered in a lot of stuff. You know, the way you buffer it in is you fly over something like this, and then you stop, and then you reverse. And this is why it took me ages to make that movie, because I had to do this several times to get the perfect video shot, right, forwards and backwards, and buffered it in. And then I would hit the record button and say, right, okay, that's good, right, record. And I'd record it and there was no lag. But there was lag until I did that, you know what I mean? So that's what you gotta do. That's what I used to have to do. But you know what? On Linux, no freaking buffering needed. It just works great. I'm gonna smack into these trees. love the terrain. I wish I could fly over that for real. Oh, what another thing you can do is with the autopilot. If I go to F10, where it says AGL above ground level, you put in a number. Put 500 feet. 500 feet AGL, right? Just like that. Now it will hug the ground. So now when I'm moving, I should be able to hug the ground without it. There we go, at 500 feet. And when it is a dip, it'll go down and it back up, down, up. So it's actually following the terrain now, which is really quite cool. There's some interesting effects when you're doing that, but kind of makes you feel a bit seasick though. So them dunes in the distance, when I'm flying over them dunes, I'm going to be diving and pulling up. So this mountain, this little, it's going to pull up right on this edge by itself. I'm not doing it. I'm just steering it. What's this? Oh, that's interesting. What is that? Is that supposed to be a lake? I think somebody didn't finish that properly. Anyway. I think I'm going to turn up AGL again. It makes you feel a bit queasy. Pitch hole. No. I can't climb now. Oops. Turn that off. Now I'm controlling it again. I like the dune. I like the dunes. Look like dunes. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I only wanted to check that out, see what the scenery is like, and I'll tell you what, it's really nice compared to what it used to be. I suppose I should face back into the sun. Oops, I've got another. Lock it on, go on up again. Anyway, I'm off. See you later, and thanks for watching.